Operational policies. Here I'll talk a little bit about who we are, where we come from, and what we do. Here at KN International, we're a small company, and 2 or 3 people may fill many different roles within the company. If you are an owner-operator, you'll report directly to myself, Grant Keith. If you're an owner-operator driver working for Curtis Nunweiler Farms, you will report to Curtis Nunweiler. Curtis Nunweiler is also a co-owner of the company and is as reachable as myself in the event that you would like to reach out to him. Dispatch and operations are handled by myself, Grant Keith, and we are your support team behind the scenes. I hold the role of planner, dispatcher, and administrative personnel all under one hat. We all have difficult roles to fulfill, and we ask that you work in a positive, workable partnership and allow us all to make mistakes. Probationary trial period. All employees, whether they're owner-operators or company drivers for Curtis, are on a probationary period or trial period of 3 months. Once you have been deemed suitable for that, for your full-time position, you'll be offered a full-time offer of employment. Next, authority book. Our policy is that you'll maintain in your truck your authority book. It's going to contain all your current licensing and permits that you may need. You might be required to produce it by law enforcement on time to time. It is your responsibility as the operator of the equipment to make sure that all licensing and permits are up to date. Included in that authority book is your licensing and IRP documentation. Our licensing policy is that we renew our registrations March 1st of the current year. Your registration and insurance year runs from March 1st to February 28th of every year. U.S. licensing is handled under the Single State Registration Program. This is filed annually and is due by December 31st or January 1st of the current year. Social media. As social media becomes more prevalent in our society, we are committed to project as positive an attitude in the community that we serve. We ask that you keep your comments and commentary relevant and positive so as not to reflect negatively on the company. If you're unsure of what that means, follow these very simple parameters. Stick to your area of expertise, provide a unique and individual perspective, and keep in mind that that may not be the same perspective as others. Respect the confidentiality of our customers and our business dealings. Always think before you post, keeping in mind, would I speak about my personal life this way, or is it something that I would prefer to keep private? Respect the information content that the company provides to you in your term of employment. Always remember that posts and photos can be retrieved by somebody else even long after you've deleted them. The internet is a forever place to leave information, and keep that in mind. Distracted driving. This has been the law in Saskatchewan and many jurisdictions for a long time. The repercussions of distracted driving, that is, being on your cell phone while driving, are severe and have many consequences. Our policy is that you must either have a hands-free device or a Bluetooth device to connect to when in the truck. No phone call is worth your life or someone else's. Customer and visitor confidentiality. Saskatchewan, and not only Saskatchewan, is a very small place. We are only 2 or 3 people away from knowing anyone in North America, is my personal experience. When you're joining employment with us, we are well recognized. We have we reach many customers in many places. So please be aware that visibility is going to reflect on yourself and others and the company as well. GPS and ELDs. Our policy is that any truck licensed or operated under our operating authority will be outfitted and be required to operate with a GPS and an ELD device. Repairs and maintenance. Owner-operator vehicle maintenance reports. To ensure compliance with NSC and US DOT regulations, we are required as a company to keep vehicle maintenance files for each unit licensed under our authority. To comply with this requirement as an owner-operator, You'll be required to furnish to the company a current copy of your safety inspection certificate for your unit. Secondly, each month you'll be required to submit a vehicle maintenance report for your unit in a format prescribed by the company, no later than the 15th of the month following. Example, if your February vehicle maintenance report must be received by March 15th. In the event that we do not receive it by March 15th, we may decide to hold your pay until we get that current report. Reefer trailer maintenance. We own most of our trailers, however, we do operate some rentals. All repairs, including tire repair, must be pre-authorized by dispatch. Authorization must first be obtained from an owner prior to repairs. Unauthorized repairs on any unit may be charged back to the driver, owner, operator. Tire care and attention policy. To minimize excess costs on tire wear, we have initiated a program whereby we will pay you to check your tires for us. There is a tire inspection report in this manual that we require you to fill out every Monday for the trailer you're pulling. For each completed tire inspection report that you submit, you'll be paid the amount of $25. Drivers and owner operators are responsible for damage due to skidded tires or road hazard incidents. If you pick up a trailer with badly damaged tires or tires that you're concerned about, notify dispatch immediately and be prepared to provide a tire inspection report on request. For tire repairs in Canada, you'll be directed to the closest fountain tire location. We will authorize alternate vendors if you're unable to find a fountain tire location. All tire repairs are to be pre-authorized by KN International, including replacement and repair. If this policy is not adhered to, it could result in a chargeback to the truck for the cost of the unauthorized repair. If tires become worn due to lack of care on the driver's part, given his driving decisions, the following will occur. 1. Repayment of the valuation of the tire on a prorated basis. Example, if a $1,000 tire is deemed to have 70% wear, you'll be responsible for 70% of the cost of the tire. Secondly, if this practice of damaging tires continues, we will have no choice but to terminate you. Drivers are responsible for checking and correcting tire pressures on the equipment they are using. This is all done by mechanics each time the trailer is serviced. However, drivers are required to monitor it daily. All tires must be checked during the trip inspection process, and a walk around done every 4 hours thereafter. Recommended tire pressure on all company equipment, i.e. trailers, is 100 psi. Passengers and passenger policy. There may be times when drivers request that a passenger join with them on an extended run or for a short period. Requests for children under the age of 18 to a company driver will be denied in all instances. With written permission in advance, spouses and significant partners or adult children may join the driver on an occasional trip. This authorization will be given in written from the company. Special weights and dimensions. When joining KN International, it is mandatory that you are aware of, follow, and adhere to all weight restrictions and dimensions for all jurisdictions that you travel. You are reminded to learn and become aware of the weight restrictions that may impact your trip. For example, in the US, 5-axle trucks are allowed a total of 80,000 pounds gross weight, 12,000 pounds on your steering, 34,000 pounds on your tandem axle drives, and 34,000 pounds on your trailer drives. Speed limits. On all paved surfaces, KN International speed limits are the posted speed limit. In KN International, speed limits for gravel surfaces are 60 kilometers an hour. If you are meeting an oncoming vehicle on gravel or passing in an uninhabited yard, please be respectful and slow down to a maximum of 40 kilometers per hour. This is respectful and it limits the negative publicity from speeding down gravel roads. Violations. Any fine resulting from driver and or equipment violations while operating a commercial vehicle are the responsibility of the driver. If a driver or equipment violation results in a fine, the driver must submit a copy of the violation to the office within 7 days of the incident. If you decide to pay this ticket on your own, we need proof of payment to be submitted as well. You will be responsible for the cost of overweight tickets. Never cross a scale until you know what your weights are. Routings. Always verify your proposed route to pick up and destination on receipt of your dispatch. If you're not familiar with the route, seek information. Don't rely solely on your GPS. You are expected to travel in the shortest, most practical route. If you're not sure, call dispatch. We're more than happy to help you out. CAN International Logistics Charge Account Policy. Drivers and owner-operators who wish to use a CAN International Charge Account may do so with the authorization of an owner of the company. You must obtain a PO from the office for the use of any of our charge accounts. No PO will be required for trailer washing or washouts at Scotty's Wash in Winnipeg or Blue Water Wash in Brandon. Saskatoon Wash World does require a PO, and any amount in Saskatoon found to have been charged to our account without a PO will be charged back to the truck. Damages and mishaps are policy. Immediate report